What's up guys, welcome to my review of the Bowflex Treadmill 7. But first, the Bowflex video on their Treadmill 7.
3, 2, 1, put it back down.
Stay strong, keep moving.
Okay, so my microphone stopped working, so sorry if it sounds all wanky right now. But as far as what I want this treadmill to do, which is really two things. One, steady state cardio. I hop on here, put it at a certain speed, a certain incline, and go for 20 to 40 minutes, and probably take a look at something on the TV behind me there. Or number two, interval. I hop on at a speed, at an incline, and at some point I either jack up the incline or jack up the speed. It does that excellent when I get that point across. Now here's the things I can nitpick about, just a little bit. So this is what you see when you first stand on the Bowflex treadmill. This is our screen, 7-inch LCD display. You got various preset speed inputs from 1 to 12, incline from 0 to 15 degrees. But what I wanted to show you is the process of starting it. So just hit the start button. And I guess I have to enter this code. And I've got this whole thing going here on the screen, but I just really want to walk on it right now. So hit start again. All right, now I got to choose a workout. I just can't start walking, I have to choose a workout. Okay, still not letting me choose a workout. So I've got manual, 5K distance, 8-minute interval, or endurance. So I'll click on manual here. Again, it still hasn't started yet. Click select. Now I can finally start doing something. So I can hit 3, it'll bring me up to 3 miles an hour. I can hit 6, and over here it'll take it up to a 6-degree incline. And you see how big the screen is. You can also see over here on the right, I can increase the speed by 1 mile an hour at a time, or decrease by 1 mile an hour at a time. And then over here for incline, I can lower it down by 1 degree at a time. I've got the handles here where I can check my pulse if I want. And then when I want to stop it, I just hit stop. And now I've still got to go and hit another button where it says stop again. And nothing happens, so I have to hit stop again. And again. Finally, workout complete. So you can get into it pretty quick, but you got to go through some steps to get through the whole actual workout. So as far as hopping on it and going, it's going to take a couple of seconds. Now when I'm on this treadmill and walking, well, I'm 6'3", so they've got all sorts of things on the 7-inch screen. I can watch, I think, HBO Max, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all sorts of other things. It's got Bluetooth connectivity. But if I'm walking, I'm looking this way. For me to actually look at the screen, I can glance down and barely see it. But just walking with my head straight, I can barely see the screen. So I have to kind of look down. That works just fine when I want to check, my time, my distance, speed, treadmill, that type of thing. Anything that I only need to glance at the screen for 2 or 3 seconds. But if I'm actually going to be watching a movie or a documentary, I'm going to be walking like this the whole time, looking down, and probably get a serious creak in my neck. Whereas I really want to look forward, and that's why I've got a big screen TV over there that I can look at while I'm walking and not have to look at this screen. Now, like many treadmills, this does fold up. It's got a little red button over here that you have to depress as you lift up. And then you save some space. Like that. So now you get about another 3 feet or so. Although I would have to question what you're actually going to put in this spot, because you're not going to leave a chair here. So it saves space, but I don't know what you're going to do with this extra space that you don't have. And when you want to lower it, make sure there's not a cat around, and you just push the red button here. Push the red button here. And it comes down, and hopefully does not squash a cat. So that's one of the features of the treadmill. You can save some space. It does have wheels on it that you can roll it around with, but here's a kicker. This thing weighs 280 pounds. It's a beast. You're gonna have a tough time moving this around just one person. You're gonna need two people, so wherever you put it in your place, that's where it's gonna stay. So the Bowflex screen here, they have a software thing called Journey, spelled J-R-N-Y, you can get an app for. The real selling point for me on that is you can imagine that you're walking through the Grand Canyon or Bryce National Park or any national monument, or even, you know, in Rome or France or someplace. And well, here's their ad for it. Well, the ad looks really nice. Unfortunately, it's still a 7-inch screen. So unless they're gonna somehow do something like that movie Ready Player One by Steven Spielberg, or this little thing that I found on the web from some company for a headset type thing. It just doesn't cut it. To me, it's not worth it for what I'm going to use this treadmill for, the Journey membership thing. I'll definitely be canceling it after the free 1 year. So here's the deal. I really like the treadmill. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's got a top speed of 12 miles an hour, which that's a 5-minute mile. I don't think I could actually ever maintain that pace for not even a full minute. It's got an incline of 15 degrees. The track itself is something like 20 inches wide, 60 inches long, so more than enough room. It's not going to wiggle around too much because it weighs like 275 pounds. It's got a weight limit of 375, so if you're in the market for a treadmill and you don't want to get one of the cheapo ones that's under 500 and you're willing to spend what this thing goes for, well then by all means, I'd recommend it. Thank you. Have a nice day. The Bowflex Treadmill 7. Ow.
That might be part of the blooper reel.
Yeah, and then I'll just do that.